Imagine spending your Saturday morning helping clean up your community, only to be called cruel for refusing to sign a volunteer form. Last Saturday, our neighborhood organized a community cleanup at the local park. The event started at 9 a.m., and dozens of volunteers showed up, including several teenagers who needed volunteer hours for school. The process was simple: sign in, help with the cleanup, then receive credit for the actual time you worked. Around 9:15 a.m., a teenage boy arrived with his mother. He signed in, grabbed a pair of gloves and a trash bag, snapped a few photos near the supply table, and headed toward the trail. At first, everything seemed normal. But about 20 minutes later, I noticed something strange. Every volunteer group was actively collecting trash and checking in. Yet I hadn't seen this kid anywhere. I assumed he might be working with another team, so I didn't think much of it. Hours passed. Then, around 12:30 p.m., just as we were wrapping things up, the teenagers suddenly reappeared. But there was one detail that immediately caught my attention. He was casually walking back into the park, holding an iced coffee. His mother approached me with a school volunteer form and asked me to sign off on 4 full hours of service. I paused, because from what I had personally observed, he had been present for less than an hour. I told her, I'm willing to sign for 45 minutes, maybe even 1 hour. But I can't honestly certify 4 hours of work. That's when the situation changed. His mother immediately insisted that her son had been helping father down the trail the entire time. I replied, if one of the team leaders can confirm that, I'll gladly sign for more hours. But nobody could verify it. Then she lowered her voice and said he desperately needed those hours for a school requirement, otherwise he would get into trouble. I understood her concern. I really did. But signing off on hours that weren't actually worked felt dishonest. Meanwhile, the teenager stood there silently, staring at his phone, saying absolutely nothing. His mother continued arguing. Eventually, she accused me of humiliating her son in public. I calmly replied, I'm not calling him lazy. I'm not attacking his character. I simply can't sign a document claiming he worked 4 hours when I have no reason to believe he actually did. For a moment, nobody said anything. Then I made my decision. I signed for 1 hour and nothing more. The mother grabbed the form. The teenager put away his phone, and the two of them walked away from the park, visibly angry. Ever since then, I've been wondering if I made the right call. On one hand, volunteer hours are supposed to represent actual service. On the other hand, maybe I could have shown more compassion, knowing he needed the hours for school. But if we start giving credit to people who simply show up, take a picture, disappear for hours, and then return at the end, do volunteer hours mean anything at all? So now I'm asking you, was I being fair, or was I the asshole?